Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to make a baby cot from a mini brand's capsule. A nice bit of recycling. I saw this absolutely adorable baby crib online and it's really expensive, and I thought how lovely to replicate for Barbie. So to start, we're going to get our capsule and I'm going to draw around the capsule. We're going to draw the base. So I made it a cloud shape like the one in the picture. So I'm literally going to use the circle and draw my cloud in the circle. Not the best, I'm not an artist, but that's not too bad. So I cut it out and I'm just going to stick it on some foam board. I had to go find some foam board. So we pop it on some foam board and I'm going to cut that out. Be really careful if you're using an X-Acto knife because it's sharp. So there's my cutout, and that will be what will sit on top of my cloud. So what we're going to do next is I'm just going to grab my capsule and I'm going to cover it with some fabric. I did this off camera because it took me ages, but as you can see, I cut it all around and fixed it in, and then I cut out a circle of just white fabric. This was about 14 centimeters in diameter. It gave me plenty to stick down and fold in, so it was all tidy. Then I got some white cotton, I think it was satin cord, and then I stuck it all around the edge to make sure it was all tidy. So there we go. And then I did another layer inside just so you couldn't see any other material. So there's our base, and for the stand I chose a glue stick. I painted it white with white acrylic paint so that it would match my base, and I'm just going to stick it to the center. I marked out the center with a ruler so I could get quite close to it, and then stick your capsule straight on top. On the bottom, on the base, I just made some little glue feet. Just with a glue stick I just did little dobs, 4 little dobs to make little feet, just to help it stand well. So now for the top, I found some metal wire. I used the capsule to bend it around so I got a good circle. And that wire we're going to cover with some white cotton. This will go over the top of the crib, and this was what will hold the netting. So I'm just going to get some white cotton and I'm literally just going to wrap it all the way around. So we start with just wrap it round. Okay, go all the way around, and at the end, keep pulling it so you've got a real good tight wind so there's no gaps. So at the end, I just put a little bit of glue and I secure it and I wind it over the glue. Be very careful if you're using hot glue because you will catch your fingers on it and it hurts. So just be really careful as you wrap that last bit, and that's what we'll put over the top there. We're just going to secure that, and I'm going to add a little bead to the top middle. You'll see why I did this. So there's our little bead and it's all attached, and we're going to go and get some netting. I chose one of my little girl's princess dresses because it's got satin underlay and netting, and you can use all of the bits. So I cut out the netting for the piece that I needed for my cot. And as you can see, there's about 3 layers and it's all attached to the top, so it's really handy. I just literally glued it securely to that bead at the top. There we go. So we're just going to secure it there with some glue, and I used another piece of the netting and I rolled it so it was sort of like a strip of material, and I wrapped that round the top. See, that's my strip material, and I'm just going to wrap it around the top, and I'm going to glue that in place because then you can't see all the bits that you've glued down and it looks tidy. There we go, up there, see? And there you go, that's our lovely little baby cot. I think it turned out really, really well. I got to use the satin from the dress to make some little pillows and a blanket. And our mini baby fits in perfectly. And the most important thing, obviously, is it is perfect size for Barbie to put her baby in. And it's perfect. I really enjoyed making it. I hope you do too. See you soon. Bye.